Let's go, Brandon.
I don't think that's what they said. Let's go, Brandon. Oh, yeah. One more time just so we're clear. Let's go, Brandon, all year. All my friends, they scream and shout. When we're together, there is no doubt. Say it again so we can hear. Let's make it crystal clear. Raise a drink for Brandon. Hello, everyone. My name is Swamp.
When everybody is doing drugs, it makes the world a better place to be.
And happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I finally remembered to switch out the merch on the merch page. I mean, I was only a week late, but you know, hey. We're all just doing our best. Got a new sticker sheet, left the Swamp Trucker hat, and of course just the regular t-shirt. So, after an extra week, Trucker Hat Month is finally over. Nothing wrong with a little bit of extra trucker hat love. All right, first on the docket tonight, the thing that for some reason it has to happen at least once a week, and then everyone has to talk about it and give their 2 cents on it all over again, as if this isn't something that just happens all the time now. But people, I think, are missing the point on this one. All right. Velma being a lesbian. Everyone's talking about this as if it matters at all. I mean, at this point, like I said, they just do this stuff. It's like once a week, there's some new thing, right?
And as promised, here are your Scooby snacks. Jinkies. And as promised, here...
Yeah, see, I mean, at this point, it's just not surprising anymore, right? There's really no need to even talk about it. I think there's a bigger story here at play. There's a bigger story here. So that's actually in, like, I think that's like the new movie or something, but that's actually like in Scooby-Doo. The bigger story is whatever HBO Max is doing. They just changed Velma's skin color. They didn't even try to make any of her features like they just changed the color palette. That was it. This one hasn't gone quite as viral yet, I don't think, but this is god awful. That stupid Velma being a lesbian. It's just all so tiresome at this point. Of course they're gonna do dumb shit like that. Of course they are. But this one is weird because they also did this in the same HBO thing. They did this to Shaggy. Oh. Jeez. Oh. Yeah, this, I don't know. This is supposed to be Shaggy now, so. At least they kind of tried to make him look black. I mean, even though it's like a generic black, and they made Shaggy black, which is just they're making like a stereotypical stoner a black guy, which I thought was a big no. You weren't supposed to do that, but I guess you can do it. I don't know. The woke rules are never clear. So let me assure you, this is a real thing. This is 100% real from HBO Max. Here, let's watch the trailer, and it is just as god awful as you would expect it to be.
Dear HBO Max, I just learned you intend to make a genre-bending comedic origin story of Judy Jetson. When I heard this new version of Judy Jetson wouldn't be boy crazy, the only word I had to describe my disgust is jinkies.
Gosh, I hate this stuff so much. It's the writing is so lazy. This breaking the fourth wall and like just saying what critics of you what they say about you. HBO Max, and for some reason they made Velma black, but she's also like she's a black conservative apparently, which I didn't think that woke people believed that even existed. I didn't know that you could be black and conservative in their world.
If there is one thing the internet agrees on, it's that you should never change anything ever. I hope you die. Sincerely, Velma. Well, at least Judy's still white.
See, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, she's... I don't know. They're kind of making a caricature of a conservative. Why wouldn't they leave her white for that? I'm just trying to think the way that they think, you know? I can't imagine why they would do that.
Unknown caller. Spooky. Hello? Velma Dinkley speaking.
Hello, Velma. Do you like solving mysteries?
Yeah, but I'm actually much more three-dimensional than that. Who is this?
That's the mystery. And solve it quick, because I'm in your house.
A serial killer calling from inside my house? Yes, that's a classic, and that's my point. Why change anything when the classics all still work, right? Wait, you're inside my house!
And this is also why they just cannot be funny, because that's not even what people are. That's not the argument. Yeah, why change? Why make anything new when the classics all work? We can just make the same thing over and over again. That's not at all what the argument is. But sure, if it makes you feel woker, go for it. These reimaginings, they're always so great. And they're even better when they make them... They're supposed to be dark adult comedies that are animated. Because that hasn't been done to death and just destroyed. It's just so stupid. I mean, why do this? But people were kind enough to point this out, which I did not notice at first, but now I can't unsee it. Is to make Velma black, they just made her look like Meg Griffin. It's spot on. I mean, they took Velma and made her kind of fat, you know, compared to the original, and then made her look like Meg. Put a pink beanie on, and that is Meg. That's the Black Meg. I don't think that's what they were going for, but that's what they got. And I can tell you, I have zero plans to be watching this show, which I know is just crazy because it seems like it would just be right up my alley. They think that when you complain about them ruining something by doing something like this, that like they had Velma say in that, they think that you're basically just saying change is bad. I'm afraid of change. No, change is fine, but this isn't change for the better. This is ruining things. Make new stuff. Just make new things. I don't know. I just know that I cannot forgive them for what they've done to Shaggy. That's for sure. Because I'm outraged on behalf of black people. I mean, I can't believe they made Shaggy into the token black stoner character. That's just... It's problematic. It's racist. I mean, it's all the bad stuff. All the bad stuff. All right. The other story that I guess you could say has been going viral this week. Adult Happy Meals. Which I know we are all very, very happy about. So, for more on this story, let's turn it over to Swamp News. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Swamp Johnson, and this is Swamp News. Sad, pathetic people across the nation have been celebrating the release of McDonald's new adult Happy Meals.
Hi, do you guys have the adult Happy Meals?
Yes, we do, ma'am.
Okay, can I get 2 of them, please?
Yes, that is right. And in case you were not aware of the infantilization of adults in the United States, scores of 30-somethings have been lining up to get a cardboard box full of poison and a toy. The adult Happy Meal comes with either a Big Mac or 10-piece nuggets, fries, a drink, and a collectible toy of either Grimace, the Hamburglar, Birdie, or Cactus Buddy, with each sporting strange facial features such as having 4 eyes. Nobody knows why. Though it is apparently related to the streetwear brand Cactus Plant Flea Market, with whom they have partnered to make this abomination. Everyone remembers their first Happy Meal as a kid, and the can't sit still feeling as you dug in to see what was inside. The company said via a press release that little red box could turn a regular Tuesday into the best day ever. And now we're reimagining that experience in a whole new way, this time for adults. Now, lines of Priuses have appeared at every single McDonald's in the country, all sporting stickers saying things like, "How am I adulting today?" and "My other Prius is a Nimbus 2000. The overwhelming smell of hair dye, soy, and the unique body odor of an adult person who still eats McDonald's daily has forced many employees to take to the internet to beg people to slow down. They cannot keep up with the demand for adult Happy Meals. Pimp Life with Lizzie on TikTok, who alleges to be an employee at McDonald's, had this to say: "Bro, please don't order those adult McDonald's Happy Meals, bro. I'm begging." Which of course has prompted people to reply to her saying, "Shut up and make the adult Happy Meal." Our researchers are still trying to figure out who exactly in this exchange is the bigger loser. The experts still remain divided and have yet to give a definitive ruling. Though in this reporter's humble opinion, the only thing that can be said for sure is that we all lose in this scenario. The nation as a whole will remember these as the darkest of times, when no one knew how to actually become an adult anymore. When at the release of the latest children's movie, you're far more likely to see a group of overweight, childless adults who, after the film, can be seen running frantically to McDonald's to somehow rekindle their youth, wanting a burger with a toy. So, as the threat of World War III ever looms over us on the world stage, McDonald's in the United States of America made an adult Happy Meal that was so popular they struggled to keep up with the demand. If that doesn't give you faith in our country, I don't know what will. My name is Swamp Johnson, and this has been Swamp News. I don't think anything else really needs to be said about that. It's downright embarrassing. What self-respecting adult would... Can you imagine... Well, first of all, can you imagine going to McDonald's? What a low point in your life you must be at to continue to eat McDonald's. But regardless of that, you'd think that when it came time for you to actually say, yeah, I'd like the adult Happy Meal, that bam, right then and there, you would question everything you've done in your life up to that point. And you'd have to stop and say, it's time to get it together. I need to make some changes. But I guess not. I guess for things are going so well in America. All right. I came across this again earlier this week, and I was just rolling on the floor laughing. So I thought this would be a good intro, a good segue into this week's Biden segment. So here, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. One of Biden's presidential ad campaigns in his 2020 run. I mean, this is brutal, man.
Some people are always in a hurry. They run when they could walk. Race up steps when others take it slow. When Joe Biden's president, America is just going to have to keep up. We won't have to wait to...
America's going to have to keep up with Biden. Oh, no. No senility here. Dementia-free Joe is just running around all the time.
Deal with COVID-19. He's already got a plan. Won't
already
have to
got a
wait
plan.
for a president on the side of working families. He's from Scranton. No one has to tell him Wall Street didn't build this country.
Yeah.
He knows who did.
Man, if anyone's a working man, it's Joe Biden. And how come every single one of those clips in that montage looked like a different Joe Biden? Is that too much of a conspiracy rabbit hole to go down for YouTube? Tell me any of these guys look like the same guy. Oh, come on. Look at that. That's not the same guy. Are you crazy? Sure. Okay.
Scranton. No one has to tell him Wall Street didn't build this country. He knows who did. We're a nation that's been hit hard by this virus. But Joe Biden knows when you get knocked down, you get up off the mat. No one needs to tell
Who
Joe
writes this
how
stuff?
hard life can hit you. Losing a wife, a daughter, a son. But he knows it's in the pain you can find purpose. To lead America, you need to understand America.
America's an idea. An idea stronger than any army.
It's so damn inspiring, Joe. Joe really knows what's going on. It just seeing ads and stuff about this, everyone around him knew that he was not going to make it through an entire 4 years of being president. But they did it anyway. And that just makes it even more sad, really. I mean, why did they do this to this man?
More powerful than any dictator or tyrant. It gives hope to the most desperate people on earth.
And it's an idea as alive and powerful today as it was when it was first proposed.
The most powerful idea.
Man, if there's anything that Joe Biden really loves, it's the history of America. If there is any respecter of the Constitution, it's Joe Biden. For sure. Yeah, it was the mean old Trump that was reducing the power of the federal government. He was what a tyrant that guy was. Hey man, I'm gonna see if America can keep up with old Scranton Joe, the man who was able to take down Corn Pop single-handedly. So, on to Biden, the man without a brain.
Holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to. Anyway.
This will probably be my new favorite segment from now on.
To get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to. Anyway. From Charlotte, another line going from in Florida down to Tampa of Putin's kleptocracy. Yeah. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him. The idea that
Classic.
Los Angeles and what am I doing here? For two reasons.
Nobody knows, Joe.
One, we haven't been able to communicate it in a way that is, let me say another way. But the nature, not a solid meeting with they make a very good point. Here's the deal. Here's what drives the driver in the states that are affected. Here's what you can do, the drivers. We want to expand pre-K for 3 and 4-year-olds, millions of pre-K.
Well, yeah, it's funny because there's people out there trying to convince you that you're crazy. Joe's on top of it, man. Whoa, man. Yeah, we got some good clips this week.
I know I'm being banged up by the Republicans, but come bring it on. I know I'm being banged up by the Republicans, but come bring it on.
I love those ones when he's trying to act tough. But then, you know, the guy can't string together a full sentence, so it just ends up with him sounding like that.
I know I'm being banged up by the Republicans, but come bring it on.
Well done. He's nailing it. He's nailing it. It's that old Scranton Joe. See if you can keep up with him.
Now we look at 2022. I want to tell my Republican friends, get ready, pal. You're going in for a problem.
Get ready, pal. You're gonna. What did he even say?
Get ready, pal. You're going in for a problem.
You're gonna in for a problem. You're gonna in for a problem, Bal. Who's Bal? That's what I want. I think that maybe Joe just actually is way smarter than the rest of us. He knows things that we just don't know.
Let me start off with 2 words. Made in America. Made in America.
Wait, how many words did he say?
Let me start off with 2 words.
Okay, 2 words. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you, Joe.
Made in America.
Oh, well, that's just embarrassing. Yeah, I mean, that's right. I mean, sure. Maybe he can't count very well. Numbers have always been kind of a... You know, they've been difficult for Joe for a long time, but... But he's still all there, that's for sure.
Let me start off with 2 words. Made in America. Made in America.
And everyone cheers like it's no big deal. Joe, it's 3 words, pal. It's just, no one told him that. No one had the decency to let him know. Man.
That Hispanic history is American history. It's American history. As a matter of fact, as they say now, y'all were here before we were. That Hispanic history is...
Why his eyes just keep getting crazier and crazier, don't they? I mean, what? Oh God, look at him. But I don't. Wait. I mean, this whole statement doesn't make any sense. Let's try this again.
That Hispanic history is American history. It's American history.
Well, that's just inaccurate, but sure.
As a matter of fact, as they say now, y'all were here before we were.
Who says that now? Is he saying that? Is he saying that Hispanics say y'all? I'm not sure what that means.
As a matter of fact, as they say now, y'all were here.
As a matter of fact, as they say y'all were here for, who is he even referring to? Who says y'all? Well, it seems like he's saying the Mexicans are saying y'all, right? I mean, am I missing something here? Maybe somebody before him, you know, some speaker before him said y'all or something. I'm not really sure. All right, let's see if we can figure out this one. This is a good one as well. I'm not exactly sure what he meant by this.
And New York sent not only a congresswoman, the most congresswoman in the Congress. And New York sent not only a congresswoman, the most congresswoman in the Congress. And New York sent not only a congresswoman, the most congresswoman in the Congress.
Sent a congresswoman, not only a congresswoman, but the most congresswoman in the Congress. And then every time he starts stumbling, if you notice behind him there, Alice Cooper in the background to the right, she always starts laughing when he starts flubbing stuff up. Like, look at her. Yep, there she goes, and she just starts laughing right at the end every time. I gotta believe she's one of the most evil people out there. Doing this to this demented old man.
And New York sent not only a congresswoman, the most congresswoman in the Congress.
Ah, yes, the most congresswoman in the Congress. That's really saying something. The most congresswoman in the Congress. Yes, first super chat of the night. We can do that one. I forgot I did want to mention I've got a ton of new super chat clips. But Buttsman Wipe does seem appropriate for this one, doesn't it, Majin?
Going to
Sorry, hit the wrong one. Man, I'm not doing. I'm looking like Joe Biden right now.
You've been the big guy for 6 months now in the White House. Can you take us behind the scenes, something that was extraordinary or unusual that happened that stands out to you?
Here's the deal. I want to say, I like to walk out in my robe and go in.
Oh yeah, I've got some more Donald Trump and I've got some more Alex Jones clips. I can't wait to start playing those. Hint, hint. All right, we're almost done with this week's Man Without a Brain segment. This might be one of my favorite Joe Biden clips to date, which is saying something because obviously there's a lot.
And so I was sort of raised in the Puerto Rican community at home politically. And so we came here for a long time, both for business and pleasure since...
Why do politicians do this? What does that even mean?
And so I was sort of raised in the Puerto Rican community at home politically. And so
I was raised in the Puerto Rican community at home in Scranton politically. What? What a politician thing to say.
And so I was sort of raised in the Puerto Rican community at home politically. And so we came here for a long time. But
Of course you were, Joe. You know, at this point, you just gotta roll with the punches, you know? But we gotta play this clip now and see how many different races Joe Biden has claimed to be a member of. This is fantastic.
I got raised in the black church. He knows I'm not kidding. I got my education for real in the black church. And that's not hyperbole, it's a fact.
For real.
I probably went to shul more than many of you did. You all think I'm kidding. He can tell you I'm not. I was sort of raised in the Puerto Rican community at home politically. I just have one thing to say. Hang on. All right.
Oh man, it's so cringe. When any politician does it, it's so hard to watch. Though Joe does it a lot. He does it a lot. All right, next up on the docket. Have you guys seen this amazing Planned Parenthood thing that's been going viral about the puberty blockers? Oh man. You know, you might be shocked to find this out, but Planned Parenthood is it's kind of fucked up. I know. I mean, who could have seen this coming? But here, let's check this out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, from Planned Parenthood, a video called "Is This Normal? Puberty in Intersex and Non-Binary People Explained." So I am super hyped for this. I'm pretty sure we are going to learn a lot. Let's do it.
There's no one-size-fits-all puberty experience. If you're trans, intersex, or non-binary, know that you're not the only one feeling confused. For some intersex people, puberty may start later than age 14. You might experience some of puberty's changes and not others, and your body may or may not go through puberty on its own.
See, this is what they always like to do. They take something that's a real thing, like intersex. You know, see, this is all we're talking about. These are real medical things that we're talking about here. And then, bam, next thing you know, we're talking about double mastectomies for underage kids and people who are getting their kids taken away because they don't think that their boy is a girl or their girl is a boy. I would say it's a slippery slope, but we've slid down it now. We are at the bottom of the slope, or at least 3/4 of the way down at this point. But sure, let's still pretend like this is some kind of... No, we're being reasonable. We're just talking about intersex people. That's it. You know, all 8 of them in the United States.
There are medicines you can take to help your body start the process, like hormone replacement therapy. Some people decide on hormones or surgeries to help their bodies match up to their gender identity.
See, there it is. They always try to do this ridiculous sleight of hand. No, it's even in the name. Intersex and non-binary. As if like they always do this where they put some ridiculous thing like non-binary and gender identity next to something that's real and try to say, no, it's all in the same spectrum. Everything's a spectrum. It's all a spectrum.
Or how they feel inside about themselves. Your gender identity is real. You should be the one to decide what changes you want to make to your body. If you're transgender or non-binary, you may find that your puberty experiences don't line up with your gender identity or how you...
That is just gobbledygook, okay? But what I'm more concerned about is how... Is this person like part vampire or something? You notice the reflection does not in the slightest match what they're looking at. Is that the point? Is that their artistic point that they're trying to make here? Which if it is, okay. But why does the necklace disappear? Why would the necklace disappear? I don't get it. maybe if I was a non-binary, I would get it. That constantly pieces of clothing and accessories are just vanishing off my body in reflections because like I said I'm part vampire or something. I don't know. It's just a random observation. But of course they've got pink hair and a choker. That seems pretty common.
You see yourself. That feeling can be uncomfortable, scary, and stressful. If that sounds like you, know that you're not alone. There are medicines...
Man, well that was creepy. Doesn't that seem like we got this weird dude over here? So like, I'm assuming we're probably supposed to think that this is a woman. Like a teenage woman. Teenage girl. And then just this fully grown black man with a beard. You see, if you look closely, he has a beard. Just walks up and puts his arm around her and like raises an eyebrow. This is very unsettling, Planned Parenthood. Not because he's black. Calm down. I know that's why you made him black. I know, so I couldn't say anything. It's just, it's strange. That's all I'm saying.
There are medicines you can take to delay puberty for a while. They're called puberty blockers, and they work like a stop sign by halting the hormones testosterone and estrogen that cause puberty changes like facial hair growth and periods. Puberty blockers are safe and can give you more time to figure out what feels right for you, your body.
Oh yeah, it's just a stop sign. And then when you're ready to go, you're ready to go. No big deal. We have plenty of long-term studies backing this up. I mean, do you know the mountain of evidence going back 100 years of studies on this? No one's ever regretted it. Totally normal thing. We should actually be putting all children on puberty blockers because if they want to be cis-het, they can be. You know, you just pause puberty. And when you realize that you're actually a boy or actually a girl, you just hit play and everything's great. Actually, we should all just be on puberty blockers right now because it's essentially a fountain of youth. I mean, you're just pausing the life cycle. It's amazing. Why aren't they marketing this to everybody? It's a stop sign. It halts the process. Everything is just, we found it. It's the fountain of youth. Brilliant.
And your gender identity. You don't have to have all of the answers right now. So remember, it's all a work in progress, and it may take time to figure out what feels right to you, but talking to a trusted adult and a nurse or doctor may help. Want to learn more? Go to PlannedParenthood.org/teens.
Oh yeah, because I triggered the wrong thing, guys. Man, I am having a Joe Biden day. Can you believe it? Anyway, yeah, because you can totally trust all these doctors. I mean, there's no ulterior motive, and they're clearly not insane. So, at least there's that, you know? Yeah, and of course, a trusted adult is only an expert, not your parents. Definitely not your parents. We cannot allow you to talk to your parents about this. But the interesting thing is, you know, now that all this stuff is getting talked about a lot more and this is being exposed about how crazy these people are, they've been doing this stuff for a long time. I mean, this is not by any means a new thing. They've just been hiding it. And suddenly we're starting to pay attention, which really irritates the hell out of them. But look at this. This is a video from 2018. How to teach your kids about gender, also from Planned Parenthood. Yeah, these people just, boy ain't right, you know? Boy ain't right.
How do I talk to my kid about gender? Little kids get ideas about what it means to be a girl or boy from the world around them, from you and from other people in your family, from TV, books, and movies, and from other kids they know. It starts from the moment they're born. Think gender reveal parties, pink nurseries for girls, blue ones for boys, princesses for girls, and superheroes for boys.
I can't think of anything more dangerous than this. We gotta stop this from happening. This is horrific. I mean, girls with pink, boys with blue. I mean, this could be the downfall of Western civilization. It probably contributes to climate change and racism, too. I mean, why not?
There's nothing wrong with blue or pink, but sometimes the toys, books, and words you choose can send the message that there's a right and wrong way for them to be a boy or girl. For example, if only little girls play with princess dolls and only little boys play with superheroes, it sends the message that girls should focus on looking pretty and finding a prince, while boys should focus on fighting and winning.
Yeah, but what if kids just don't think about stuff like that and they just like the things that they like? Because I've seen this before where these woke parents now, their kids, we just allowed them to we just had all kinds of toys, because we didn't want to send a message that they had to be any certain thing. And then now they're writing articles in the Washington Post about how to cope with the fact that your little boy likes to play with trucks. Oh, I know. Wait, you're telling me what we've known through all of human history actually is true? That generally 90% of boys and girls are going to like boys and girls things? I mean, this is a revolutionary. Or at the very least, you did something wrong because your boy likes to play with trucks. And that can't be right. That's the patriarchy. That's nuts.
When you pick a new toy or book, or sign your kid up for a new activity, ask yourself these questions. Would I feel comfortable with this if my kid wasn't the gender they are?
What kind of moronic question is that? Would I feel comfortable with this if my kid wasn't the gender they are? Ugh. That means nothing. You've successfully written a sentence with, how many words? It's like 12 words, and there's nothing. This might as well have been Joe Biden's speeches from earlier that we were listening to. Because this is... What are you talking about? One more time. Would I feel comfortable with this if my kid wasn't the gender they are? Why or why not? Straight to jail. Just straight to jail.
Why or why not? Does this expand or limit my kid's expectations of who they could grow up to be? Does my kid already like things like this, or am I picking it because of their gender? Making choices that defy gender stereotypes.
But you're the parent. And your kid is going to play most likely with whatever you give them. Because, kids play with rocks. This is what happens when a higher education runs amok. Runs amok. It gets... You've passed the point of intellectual discussion. You've gone past where it's useful. This no longer is useful. Sure, discuss this with your gender studies professor if you're dumb enough to take that class, but leave it there. This is nonsense.
Stereotypes can help your kid grow up feeling like their gender won't limit what they can do with their lives. And that's a good thing if we want to live in a world where everyone has a shot at achieving their dreams.
But first of all, they don't. Example, if you are a boy and you have dreams of one day carrying a child in your uterus, that dream is not going to come true, okay? That's not going to happen, ever. And if you're a girl and you have dreams of, I don't know, standing up while you pee. Well, I mean, I guess you can do that. It's just not going to be as efficient as when men do it. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about.
The idea is to make sure that whether your daughter dreams of being a firefighter, a scientist, or a parent, and whether your son dreams...
Do not set up your daughter to have the expectation of being a firefighter. Because you know who wins in that situation? Nobody. And I'm pretty sure the guy who is passed out in his house because of smoke inhalation because of the fire, when he's dying because this woman can't drag his fat ass out, he's not going to be happy about it either. He's going to, what? Well, why did you send her in? This is stupid. It's just not practical. But sure, let the fat man die in the name of equality. Progress.
Of being a teacher, a parent, or a professional athlete, that they feel loved and supported in following what they're passionate about. So give them choices, follow their interests, and let their imaginations lead the way.
You know, they talk an awful lot about love and support and accepting your kids for who they are and all this nonsense. But I'm pretty sure we have very different ideas of what that looks like. Because I would think loving and supporting your child would be that if your kid comes home from school, in elementary school, and starts talking about how the teacher just told me that boys can be girls and girls can be boys, so now I feel like the opposite gender. The way to love and support that child is you look them right dead in the eye and you say, absolutely not. And then maybe you kick his ass. And then you go kick the teacher's ass. Someone's ass needs to get kicked. That's my point, I guess. My definition of love and support means that sometimes somebody gets their ass kicked. That's just... I learned that from Hank Hill. That was on King of the Hill, all right? Sometimes something so asinine happens that someone's got to get their ass kicked, all right? And right now, it needs to be Planned Parenthood or whoever's been involved in making these videos. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Dude, they keep... It still holds true. The art style, you got to keep an eye out for it. That Globo Homo art. It's one hell of a red flag, always. It never fails, every single time. If that art is used, you're about to hear some of the dumbest shit you've ever heard, and you can almost be guaranteed that the reasoning for it being used is not a good one. Meaning that it's, spreading evil into the world. It's almost... Well, actually, I don't think I've ever seen anyone using Globo Homo art that wasn't doing that. I'd love to see some Globo Homo art that doesn't that doesn't support some kind of insane gender ideology or far left beliefs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Twitter thread of the week. So I don't know if you guys have heard about this, and if you haven't, I'm sorry that we're about to talk about it, but Joan of Arc was, you know, let me just show you. Why did Shakespeare's Globe delete this stunning and brave Joan of Arc soliloquy? So it's been hotly debated that Joan of Arc was actually non-binary or some kind of genderqueer or something or other. That's the new thing. That's what we all know to be true. We are rewriting history, and we are reaching way back. We're not just talking about things, you know, in the last 100 years. We're going to rewrite all of history eventually. Here, real quick, let's just see how much of this we can even get through. This is brutal. Now, I'm pretty sure this is actually a woman. But first of all, they had this stupid t-shirt. Pride began with an uprising. All right, you know that whatever you're about to hear is probably going to be absolutely brilliant.
Trans people are sacred.
Oh, well, that is a hell of a way to start right off the bat. Sure. I just be forewarned. This whole thing is extremely blasphemous. just be forewarned.
Trans people are sacred. We are the divine. We're practicing our divinity by expressing authenticity, by enjoying our multiplicity, elevating our humanity, finding the unity hidden inside community, remembering our collective connectivity fuels courageous creativity, unlocking the blessed spirituality that we all seek. Yeah, this is about to get spiritual.
Oh, God. Shakespeare's rolling in his grave, man. This is what passes for art. So much, it's only been 25 seconds.
Spirituality that we all seek. Yeah, this is about to get spiritual.
That's how you know that you're listening to something good. Yeah, this shit's about to get spiritual. Oh, God.
All religiosity. We'll focus instead on more of a street god, if you will. A god for the queers, and the drunks, and the beautiful f***s. A god for the godless. A god for you, if you want, today.
I'm pretty sure the most productive thing that could be done here, clear all these people out of here, get her out of here, and get the people who made this stage to come back and just finish the half pipe that they were starting to build, and just get some skaters in there. You know, you might have to figure out how to remove those poles. You don't want to be running into those, but come on. That's what I'm saying. That would be the far more productive thing to do. Is get all these people out of here, forget this ever happened, and get the people who built this to come back and build the other half. That's really what we need.
Because today is a celebration, is a holy communion for saints and sinners and everyone in between. We offer you restitution, and we offer you revolution, and we offer you love. Now I'm here to share my story, to receive God, and to offer you love. And yeah, I'm frightened. I mean, I'm 17, but I have a job to do that's bigger than me. See, I was born into a world on fire, a world at war. The men have been fighting for 80 years or more. I mean, 80 years and still nowhere near peace. An insignificant life was my destiny. Small, quiet, nobody from nowhere. A poor farm girl with nothing but a list of duties and expectations.
Man, this is brutal.
Work hard, marry a man, bear children, die quietly. I always suspected.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the channel is supported by Super Chats and merch sales. So if you want to watch more of non-binary Joan of Arc, you got to send in the Super Chats. I know we were all thinking it. God, I wish we could watch the rest of this play. Or actually watch the play. That's how we're going to do it.
Secretly that I might be destined for more, but I hardly dared hope. And then suddenly, a miracle occurred. A moment of unexpected divinity, of love, like sudden alignment with creativity herself, and I'm blessed with a calling and with a purpose far greater than my mind can hold alone. I mean, clarity and confidence like I've never known. God lit a fire in my belly and I'm burning. I'm burning. I am burning with possibilities. Like I have a vision of infinite grace, of limitless expansion, of delicious, fluid freedom.
Yeah. Okay. For some reason, the only time that these people like to talk about God is when, well, they just shit all over it. But they talk about it. Well, he loved the sinners. That's me. I'm a sinner. He loved the sinners. So if there's a God, he loves me. Yeah, he does. But he doesn't want you to be a sinner. So, it's like, this isn't complicated. It's like, he's not saying, well, hey, just keep doing what you're doing, man. It's going great. And these people often will talk about how unhappy they are in their lives, but then, I'm just going to keep doing this. It's cool. God's for the sinners. Well, sure. He also would prefer you stop sinning, but okay. Oh, yeah, there's definitely some people that were, everyone's bringing up, I don't know if I can make it through this whole thing. Oh, hey, this person said exactly what I just said, basically. God is for the drunks, the lost, and the sinners. Christ came and died for so that us imperfect sinners may be delivered from our sin, not so that we may revel in our sin. It is strange. That's the only time that they bring up God is when they want to say, well, he hung out with the sinners. Okay, yeah. And then this guy, Shakespeare didn't resort to swearing to highlight a point because he was much more articulate than that. Whenever someone starts peppering F-bombs, it's because they don't have anything to actually say. That's true. And, if I were to actually think anything out, then I would probably do that too. Instead, I just find things that I want to talk about and I go, well, that guy's fucking retarded. But I'm not on a stage. I mean, I guess I am, but you know what I mean. It's a different thing. I'm not claiming to be Shakespeare, unlike these dorks, I guess. And here we go. So is she gonna skate down that half pipe or what? That's what everyone's just waiting around. And then this guy goes, not that talented. Dude, everyone knows that this is a skateboard park. This whole thing just doesn't add up. We got Joan of Arc as non-binary, talking about how transgenders are divine and they are the new gods or something or other. And then there's a vert ramp. The zeal is right on, huh? Okay. God created Adam and Eve. Satan made up all the other genders. Fair enough. Tank top so she can raise her arms a lot and show her armpit hair. Courage. Yeah, see? That's what... Trans people are sacred. We are divine. Satan, is that you? More like a bad Vegas lounge act. Howie Mandel does Vegas. Cast it into the fire. Oh, of course we got Curly Bill. Curly Bill always knows what's up. If only it was the real Curly Bill. But is this a Monty Python skit? It definitely seems like a Monty Python skit. It seems like from Life of Brian, when they were sitting around talking about being transgender. You remember that skit? That bit in that movie? That's an underrated one, I think, Life of Brian. And I love how, yeah, this keeps happening now where they make these things and I just don't know what else they expect. They've like purged this from all over the internet. Even the Shakespeare Globe, the place that, where they were doing this, they deleted it off their website and stuff because people were like, what the hell is this? I just don't know what they expect. They really think that they are much more a majority than they are because... I mean, how long can you keep doing something and you have a massive group of people telling you don't do that? People are not going to like that. It's not going to go over well. This is stupid. Don't do it. If you do it, you're going to get a lot of hate for it. And they go, no, we're revolutionary. This is art. And then they do it. And then the exact thing that they were told was going to happen happens. And then they go, how could this have happened? Who could have seen this coming? Who knew? Who knew? Yeah, there should have been more comments about the skate park, I think. Totally not a cult, guys. Totally not a psychotic, satanic religion. This freaking word salad is complete BS. So full of shit. I tried to search for this, but accidentally did so on Google Maps, and this popped up. Right at the intersection of stunning and brave. Actually, maybe I should use the park builder from the Tony Hawk remaster. Like I should build this in Tony Hawk. And it will be at the intersection of stunning and brave. And then I love this one, the last comment, because it's retarded. It's just, how could they have known that this would have been received poorly? Surely there's got to be a whole... I mean, this was clearly filmed. And look, it's like professionally shot. I want to find the full play. Because if the opening of it is this...
Trans people are sacred. We are the divine.
If that's the opening of it, it can only be uphill from here, man. It's got to be great. If that's how you're kicking it off, and you go, hey guys, you want to go see Joan of Arc? Oh yeah, sure, what is it? Oh, there's some new play. They're playing it at the Shakespeare thing. Oh, really? Cool, Joan of Arc? Well, yeah, that would be cool. And you just go in, you sit down, and then this walks out on stage, and they just say...
Trans people are sacred. We are the divine.
I go, wait, dude, I thought you said this was Joan of Arc. I don't know. It says it is. I've got the program right here. It says Joan of Arc. I don't know. Dude, what did you bring me to? But yes, at the intersection of stunning and brave. I need to save that. That's a good one. I do hate that it's a weird screenshot, so to fix that, I'll screenshot his screenshot. Because that's how memes are shared. Screenshot a screenshot. That's how you save it. Screenshot a screenshot. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. That's how I get memes. right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our Twitter thread of the week. I mean, I guess it was more about the clip than the thread, but you know, it still counts. It's on Twitter, so I don't know what more you want from me on that. All right. We got one more thing to go through. I hope eventually YouTube will get back to actually reviewing my videos and stuff, and then I can start posting more videos again. I'm kind of just relying on the live streams right now. They won't ever, I mean, I have now like 6 videos that have been under review for over 2 weeks. One of them's been 3 weeks now. I'm sure it's all just some misunderstanding. It's a, you know, they would never do that intentionally. I mean, of course not. That would be crazy. Oh, thank you, Vic. You know, I'm gonna keep fighting through the this moment in time with YouTube throttling me so hard. Usually, if you push through it, eventually it dies down, and all the bans and things they put on you go away. But until then, I'll just have to keep pushing through with the live streams. Eventually, I'm going to try to get some new blood in here, so I'm not just always asking the same group of people. That's just really hard to do right now when they won't let me post videos. But we got the live streams, you know, so that's always a fun time. And you have no idea how stoked I am to start playing some of these new Super Chat songs that I've got set up. When I first heard this song, changed my life. Changed my life.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people.
You gotta love Alex Jones, man. The guy is a content machine. Can you imagine how much internet content's been, not just the stuff, his actual original content, but everything else made about him? One of my early videos, I don't remember which one it was, I had the Alex Jones Was Right jar collection in it. You know, with all the stuff that's been going on with him, with being in court and stuff, it is funny that sometimes, because I don't usually, you know, talk to regular people anymore since I moved out of the city, but it's weird when you actually hear someone who's like, you know, just a regular person who believes everything that's on the news and what they think of what's happening in the trial. It's bizarre. I was listening to this guy recently, last time I was in town, and I was like, damn, dude, that's you were so wrong about everything you just said. They can't help it. It's damn normies. Okay, on to the last segment of the night. Have you guys heard of this conservative dating app that just went up? The Right Stuff. Because it's just getting... it's just getting burned to shit online. Everyone's making fun of it. And I would say some of it's deserved. It's a little cringe. It's a little bit cringe. So here, let's check this out. The right stuff, man. The right stuff. Have you been trying to find that beautiful conservative woman of your dreams? Well, look no further. The Right Stuff was created for conservatives to connect in authentic and meaningful ways. We bring people with shared values and similar passions. They probably should reread it. We bring people with shared values and bring them together. I think maybe is what they meant there. So I'm pretty sure this has to be a troll. I mean, this just seems so ridiculous. Not that conservatives, there would be a conservative dating app. That's not ridiculous. In fact, I'd say you probably need all kinds of apps, all kinds of things to not get sucked into these crazy leftist liberal nonsense. But I'm not sure this is it, because this is just goofy. If anything, it seems like it's more of a what would you call it? It's the feds. It's the feds. This is the newest psyop, I think. Anyway, let's check it out.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan. I've got to tell you about something I am so excited to announce. A dating app for all of us conservatives. It's called The Right Stuff, and it's launching this September. What I love most about it is that it's invite only, so not just anyone can join. First of all, it's free to use.
Well, how do I get on there? Invite only? I don't know anybody. Man, this is like, you got to have money to make money. But how you get your first is still a mystery to me. Some good old Ray Charles. I don't know.
And for my ladies, you'll never have to pay because we all get premium subscriptions for simply inviting a couple friends. Gentlemen, if you want access to premium, that's on you. And by
Well, that seems unfair. What? Isn't that what kind of what Bumble did? Isn't that what wasn't Bumble the one where it was supposed to, it's like Tinder, but it was the women are the only ones that could reach out or something like that. I don't know. I never used any of these hookup apps, or at least none that I'll admit to, right? But no, why I don't, women get to be on there for free and men have to pay just to be on it? I don't understand. What is the logic behind that? I have no idea.
By the way, those are the only two options, ladies and gentlemen. The Right Stuff is all about getting into the right dating pool with people who share the same values and beliefs as you. You'll start off by building your perfect profile. No pronouns necessary. We want you to put your best foot forward.
So this is why this is when it starts to feel like a psyop. They really start getting into this, saying the things that, well, how can we get conservatives to sign up for something? If you're not conservative. So you're like, well, what are conservatives like? I don't know. Let's make it so that, women get things for free, because that seems like something that, it's like chivalry kind of, because they have no idea what chivalry is. It's like the guy paying for dinner, it's kind of like that. That's what conservatives do, right? And pronouns, they hate pronouns. I mean, they use them all the time because they say you, she, and her. Those are pronouns, but they hate pronouns. So let's just talk about that. Let's harp on that a lot.
Which includes your favorite photos of yourself doing what you love or being with the people you love. Our prompts give you the opportunity to let people know various sides of you. So remember, be authentic and creative. We're sorry that you've had to endure.
I'm sorry. I got to look at this. What was that? Said something about president? What was? Write your response. Alexa, change the president? Oh, the cringe. Why did they do this? Why did they do this? Alexa, change. This seems more like a psyop than a real thing. And if it is a real thing, you guys need a new PR team. I mean, you had to have hired just a bunch of leftists, the only leftists in media that were willing to work with conservatives. And they were like, well, what are conservatives like? Hell, I don't know. Have them say, Alexa, change the president. That's something they would say, right?
We're sorry that you've had to endure years of bad dates and wasted time with people that don't see the world our way, the right way. Okay, once you're in the app, you have the ability to scroll through profiles of people in your area, but you can also adjust.
Yeah, we know how a dating app works. You don't need to explain. We can scroll through profiles.
You can either keep your options open and post it for everyone to see, or just post it to the people you've liked.
Wait, what do we post? Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe this is not what I think it is, you know.
But you can also adjust the settings to see anyone, anywhere. Once you've liked a couple people, you're ready to post a date. You can either keep your options open and post it for everyone to see, or just post it to the people you've liked.
But you post your dates? What? You post where you're gonna be, date and time on the app? Yeah, see, this doesn't. There's something's going on here. Something's funky. There's something's going on. They want you to post where you're gonna be publicly. This is weird.
Concept is all about getting you out there and getting you on dates. So you'll go to the bottom navigation, click on dates, and then you'll go to the top right-hand corner and hit the plus button. From there, you can create your ideal date. You choose the time and place, and you also have the luxury of choosing the dates that you would like to go on. In the app, you can see everyone who's liked your profile. And if you like them back...
I don't get the posting your date thing. I mean, that seems weird. And it had like location, date, and time. I mean, that's something that doesn't quite sit right with me. So I'm suspicious. This does kind of come off as more of a Fed operation than an actual thing. And of course, if that didn't seem weird enough, they have a video called What Women Want. And they allege that it's supposed to be they're reading answers from what conservative women have said. This is weird, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot of red flags going on with this. This just doesn't seem to be real. Of course, I mean, they're actresses, obviously, but here, just watch. I'm calling BS on this.
Today, we brought in a group of conservative young women and wanted to get their honest opinions about what they're looking for in the guys they date. What are you looking for in a partner?
They just have to be a conservative.
Definitely someone that wants to have kids.
I like an independent man. Personally, I like the alpha male vibe.
Maybe it's because the acting is so bad that makes it seem even cringier, but it gets worse, believe me. I mean, that's the first I like the alpha male vibe. I mean, that seems like a weird thing to say, but sure.
I want a man who really loves his family. Definitely someone whose faith is important to them.
Oh, by the way, she's the best actress in this. The black woman, everyone else is just god awful. See, I am not racist.
For me, it's someone who actually wants to meet my parents.
Why do you want to date a conservative?
For me, at least I know that we're going to start off with some shared values.
Well, the conservative men I've dated at least know how to treat me like a woman.
In my personal experience, conservative guys have better manners.
I like that they understand their role in the relationship as a man.
I just prefer my men to be masculine.
This just seems like stuff that this is what I mean, this is fake. What is this? Nothing about this rings true. It seems more like an SNL skit where they wanted to be like, you know, it's two people and they're like, hey, have you seen this? It's a new conservative dating app. What? No way. And then this is what they show. I'm just not buying it.
And what's the biggest red flag when it comes to dating?
A Democrat. No Democrats.
A Democrat. Can't be a Democrat. A Democrat. That's easy. A Democrat. No Democrats. It's a no.
Oh, come on. The music, everything, it's either a troll or it's a psyop. I mean, the federal government is involved somehow. That's all I know. Because, I mean, things like SNL are just shills for the government anyway, putting out government propaganda. So it's either a troll or it's a psyop. Or they need a new PR team. If this is legit, guys, whoever's making this app, if this is actually legit, you need to hire a new team to make these videos because, damn, this is brutal.
Find the right match. Download the right stuff today.
Yeah, I'm just not buying it. You're going to get on there and like immediately you'll have all these pictures of the women that are trying to message you. And they all look like perfect stock photos. And they'll all be saying things like, you know, how many guns do you have? How many pounds of fertilizer did you buy this week? Man, we should really do something like that, like an insurrection. Don't you think? I'm telling you, I do not care for this particular psyop. It's not for me. Try harder next time, please. Yeah, what else are our taxes for if to not give us better quality on this? Try harder next time, Fed boy. I'm going to sign up for the right stuff if I can get someone to invite me to it, I guess. I'll let you know how it is. I'll let you know how many feds I meet. It seems not legit. Let's just say that. So I've been getting, you guys have been sending me some emails with pictures of merch. I suggest that we continue this. And at the end of each show, we can check out some fan photos. I mean, why not? There we go. Okay, that took me a minute. That was the first hat that I ever had on the merch store. The camo hat. This was, someone sent me this to the email that was someone on vacation in like Bulgaria or something. I said it on the Discord. I can't remember where they were. Sorry. Not that there would be in the chat right now, since pretty sure they would be asleep right now. Or maybe they're waking up. I don't know what time it is. But yeah, guys, keep sending them in. I've got a few now, so I've got enough for the next couple, you know, got a few weeks that I can, we can have some fan photos. And sadly, unfortunately, I was not able to finish the news segments for the Daily Late Night Tonight Show and the like American history stuff I'm going to be doing. It's not quite ready yet. Hopefully it will be next week. Man, hopefully I'm not going to keep saying that for too long. It's just going to get embarrassing at a certain point, you know? I swear, it'll actually happen soon. So, to close out the show, honestly, my favorite setup that I have for any of these shows, but, you know, I just like the jams a lot in it. But here we go. To close out the show, Swamp in print. All right, let's see what we got in the news today. I'm sure it's always good. Planned Parenthood criticizes Marilyn Monroe movie as misinformation for portraying grief over an abortion. Wow. Being sad about your abortion is misinformation. Okay. Planned Parenthood criticized the movie Blonde for misinformation that contributes to anti-abortion propaganda. While abortion is safe, essential healthcare, anti-abortion zealots have long, contributed to abortion stigma by using medically inaccurate descriptions of fetuses and pregnancy. It must be nice to just be able to claim something's inaccurate and then never have to prove it. Anyway. Andrew Dominik's new film Blonde bolsters their message with a CGI talking fetus. Well, that's just comedy gold. Depicted to look like a fully formed baby. Well, that's what it would be eventually, right? I mean, isn't that how it works? The movie depicts Monroe, played by Ana de Armas, whoever that is, speaking with her unborn baby. Monroe's baby. You won't hurt me this time, will you? Not do what you did last time? Referring to Monroe's previously aborted baby? I didn't mean to. Yes, you meant to. It was your decision. Well, that just sounds downright realistic. How could a film ever do that? That's crazy. Planned Parenthood's National Director of Arts and Entertainment, Karen? That's Karen, right? Karen with a C? God, that is painful to look at. Karen Sprutch. That sounds like something. If I read that name anywhere else in any other context, I would guess that's probably Planned Parenthood's National Director of Arts and Entertainment. Said the organization, quote, respects artistic license and freedom, end quote. But, well, then why did you say the first part? But, quote, false images only serve to reinforce misinformation and perpetuate stigma around sexual and reproductive health care. It's a movie, guys. Man, you really need a new National Director of Arts and Entertainment. Doesn't understand that film it's an artistic medium. Come on, Karen Sprutch. If that is your real name. It is a shame that the creators of Blonde chose to contribute to anti-abortion propaganda and stigmatize people. Oh, come on, guys. This is just, you gotta get it together. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got. Next page. We are expected to be okay with not having children. How gay parenthood through surrogacy became a battleground? Oh, God, I'm sure I'm going to love this. In New York, a gay couple fighting to make their insurers pay for fertility treatment have found themselves in the middle of a culture war. What happens when the right to parenthood involves someone else's body? We really need to have a long, hard discussion about what a right is. There is no right to parenthood. I mean, where do they get this stuff? What psychotic professor told you that? Right to Parenthood. I mean, it sounds made up even. Corey Briskin and Nicholas Maggie Pinto. Sure, let's just go. It's Nicholas Maggie Pinto. Met in law school in 2011, were engaged by 2014, and had their 2016 wedding announced in the New York Times. Wow, good for them. Amazing. They moved to a waterfront apartment block, and yeah, it sounds like they've had a hard life. I mean, for sure. This is going to become as devastating to find out that two men can't have a baby without a surrogate. We got married, and then we wanted all the trappings: house, children, 401k. And then in parentheses, a retirement saving plan. I'm sorry, what publication is this? The Guardian? The Guardian specified that a 401k is a retirement saving plan. That really tells you what they think of their readers. Wow. They just insulted me, didn't they? They expected that as I was reading this, if I came across 401k, I would have no idea what that is. Did they think that if I read that, I'd think, wait, 401,000 what? What could it be? 401,000 what's? I have no idea. These freaking pretentious city folk. Do I really even care about this? I mean, this is just asinine. That's when they first became aware of the eye-watering cost of biological parenthood for gay men. Maggie Pinto reels off the price list in a way that only someone who has pored over every item could. There's compensation for the egg donor, no less than $8,000. The egg donor agency fee, $8,000 to $10,000. Yeah, it's expensive. You're renting a uterus. Did you expect it to be cheap? Maybe if you didn't have a waterfront property in New York, even or whatever, maybe you could afford it. But I suppose that's a right as well. Sure. Then there's the cost of a surrogate called a gestational carrier. Well, that seems offensive. When they carry embryos created from another woman's eggs. Maggie Pinto and Briskin were told agency fees alone would stretch to $25,000. Yeah, okay, we get it. It's expensive. There's the happy couple. God, they look like they're posing for a band photo or something. What is this? They couldn't afford it. Maggie Pinto earns a corporate lawyer's salary, but is saddled with student debt. Oh my gosh. At least Biden forgave that for you, right? Briskin, are we not going to get to the part? I mean, this is terrible writing. You know, all this peripheral information is not required. Tell me about the human rights violation. In April, blah, 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 you brace themselves for some kind of Okay, whatever. Is it in here somewhere? Yeah, this is exhaustive writing. Here we go. In April, Briskin and Maggie Pinto filed a class action complaint with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission against the city of New York, suing Briskin's former employers for unlawful workplace discrimination. If they win, employers and health insurers across the U.S. will be under pressure to change their policies to give gay men the same access to fertility benefits as anyone else. What? But their case has become... No, what? You can't be serious with this. But their case has become much bigger than one couple's drive to start a family. They have become figureheads in the battle for fertility rights for all gay men? It's all so tiresome. Maggie Pinto and Briskin braced themselves for some kind of backlash when the news of their claim broke. But there was a deluge on Instagram and Facebook and audio messages, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then this is where they say, we got death threats. A much-like response to one piece about their story read, not having a uterus because you are male does not make you infertile. Well, that's downright logical. It makes you male. No one, and I do mean no one, has the right to rent another human's body and womb to use as an incubator. That is not a human right. Yeah, that actually literally is the Handmaid's Tale, you guys. Is literally the Handmaid's Tale. I mean, that's just a downright logical comment. I'm sure that they're upset about that. The international response was even more scathing. Yeah, I wonder why. There was one article in a German outlet that I just want to see their response to it. Though actually, on second thought, I don't think I really care. Nobody asked someone having children naturally why they did it instead of adopting. I help others in other ways, but that's not how I choose to do it. What? Dude, these people are delusional. Absolutely delusional. See what else we got. Holy crap. Is this a Pink Floyd album cover or something? Looks like it. What's so scary about a transgender child? Well, probably the adult that molested them. Stop worrying about what happens if we let kids transition. Worry about what happens if we don't. No, we're not doing this. We're not going. I can't do it. What is with the weird art in this article? Oh my god, and this is what a ridiculously long article. And what is it? Then we got like a Midwest emo album cover in here. I mean, what is, who? Vox, what are you doing? Man, someone was really into Pink Floyd. I mean, this is just garbage. Okay. Democrats' strategy to boost MAGA Republicans is vindicated. Whatever sane Republicans remain in office, they remain largely enablers of the party's anti-democracy majority. Hey, the anti-democracy majority. I'm excited to hear about this majority in the Republican Party. Over the past year, Democrats trotted out an oft-criticized strategy for dealing with the few Republican candidates willing to stand up to Donald Trump. They tried to defeat them. In gubernatorial, Senate, and House primaries across the country, Democratic campaign committees poured millions into boosting pro-Trump candidates and defeating less extreme candidates. Wait, so they're boosting pro-Trump candidates and defeating less extreme candidates? The logic was clear. More radical and MAGA-obsessed GOP candidates would be easier for Democrats to defeat in November. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's going to work. Apparently it's been vindicated. Wow. Electing any Republican, even those who are not fully indoctrinated in pro-MAGA thinking, risks placing American democracy in peril. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. Yeah, when are they going to get a new talking point? It's extremely dangerous to our democracy. All right, get out of here. You people are a joke. Please, keep donating to Republican candidates. Sure. If you think that's the winning strategy, go for it. No one should weep for Yay? The artist formerly known as Kanye West seems to be seeking out a legacy as a racist hate monger. Man, they will print anything these days, won't they? To a 20-something in the early aughts. I'm not educated enough to know what that means. Cramming Four Locos, R.I.P. the original. Oh, this is already the most painful thing I've read. Before heading to a sticky floor dive bar, Kanye West and his music may have had a certain appeal. That has got to be one of the most painful sentences I've ever read. Good Lord. At that age and maturity level, petulant whining can sound revolutionary, but then, ideally, you grow up. I have never heard a single piece of Kanye West's music, so I guess I can't really say anything about this. That's certainly my story, and that maturity is pretty enlightening during the innumerable instances in which West, who formally changed his name to, is it Ye or Ye? I mean, it's like Kanye, Ye last year? Ye? It looks Chinese. I don't know. Clamors for the public's attention in deplorable ways. Well, he must be a Trump guy, right? That's the only reason media uses the word deplorable. I have too much self-esteem to idolize Ye because I do not respect him creatively or intellectually. What? I thought you did respect him creatively. You said you used to drink Four Locos and dance at sticky dive bars or something. I don't know. Sure. I've come to recognize he upholds his facade of brilliance in what seems to be an effort to mask his own self-hate and self-loathing? Man, this just reads as a sad, pathetic human being complaining about someone they're jealous of. I don't know. Ye. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. Ye. Most recent controversy involved his donning of a White Lives Matter shirt at a recent fashion show has shown that in abundance. And of the countless responses to the troll attempt, I've found only one to be of intense interest. A quote from Wanda Cooper Jones, the mother Ahmaud Arbery. I think it's supposed to be the mother of Ahmaud Arbery. Oh, this should be good. As a result of West's display, White Lives Matter started trending in the U.S., which would direct support and legitimize extremist behavior, much like the behavior that took the life of her son. Wait, if writing down White Lives Matter gives direct support and legitimizes extremist behavior, are you admitting that that's what Black Lives Matter did too? I mean, it would have to be, right? If we were to be logically, or intellectually consistent, I don't know. That is the thing that Wanda and families like hers continue to fight against. That struck a chord with me because it speaks to a belief I'll hold until the end of my days, like how you used to like Kanye West, and now you don't. Yee's legacy of racist hate-mongering will deservedly eclipse his legacy as an artist. I would love someone to explain to me how saying White Lives Matter is racist hate-mongering. But sure, okay. That was front of mind as I read about Yee sicking a swarm. Oh, it's 2C. That does not hit my eye right. Sicking a swarm of hateful social media followers on a black woman. Vogue editor Gabriel Carifa Johnson, no relation, who criticized his All Lives Matter statement. Are they going to bring up the fact that he was also with a black woman when he did this? Like, wore the shirt? No. This really is a man who, according to his own words, sees Donald Trump as a father figure. You'll remember Trump has used this tactic against several black women. Wait, what tactic? Tweeting at them? I mean, I guess. That includes Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss. Oh my, this guy. What a little pissant. I mean, good Lord. Grow up. The irony of writing this article and starting it off with talking about how you need to, eventually, ideally, you grow up. Now here's me being a little bitch for the next 18 paragraphs. Yeah. Okay, Jahan Jones. You seem like the kind of black guy that would change his name to that after his awakening. But, you know. I mean, you're like, it seems like maybe you were originally named like Brian Jones, and then you went to college and you were like, that's my slave name. I'm Jahan now. Sure. Okay, what else we got? Washington Post. New school mental health days? How parents can make them work for kids? Wait. Kids are going to have mental health days? Oh, there it is. The red flag, Globo Homo art. It's always there. In the past few years, some parents have received a new item to put into their child-rearing toolkits. The School Mental Health Day. Since 2018, more than a dozen... Wait, they've already been doing this? Since 2018, more than a dozen states have passed or proposed bills. Oh, okay, proposed. They wanted to make it seem like it's more widespread than it is. Or proposed bills that would allow school districts to treat days missed for mental health issues the same way they treat absences for physical health issues. The question for parents will be deciding when and how to use the option. You know, maybe we don't deserve to be the greatest nation on earth anymore. They got 8-year-old Chinese kids that know how to do calculus. And over here, we're saying, Mom, I don't want to go to school today. But Johnny, you're 22 and still haven't graduated high school. You have to go. No, Mom, I can't. My heart has a tummy ache. I need a mental health day. Jesus Christ. Mental health days are a response to the mental health crisis among children. Oh, gee. Yeah, we all know why that is, but we won't address it, will we? Said Jill Cook, executive director of the American School Counselor Association. I hate all these associations, panels, boards. It's just, get rid of it, man. Even before the pandemic. Oh, they had to throw that in there because can't blame the pandemic for it. The pandemic did not affect children's mental health at all. Even before the pandemic, we knew that anxiety was on the rise. We also know that the pandemic just exacerbated. Oh, see, it was there before the pandemic. The trick, Cook added, will be to ascertain whether it's truly a need to rest and recharge as opposed to school avoidance or test avoidance or something else that might be more significant going on where a mental health day is not the solution. Well, we can just stop right there. Cook. Jill Cook. You just defeated your own argument. I mean, that's it. I'm glad we can agree that mental health days for students is not a great idea. I think that we don't need to read any more. There's truly a need to rest and recharge as opposed to school avoidance or test avoidance or something else that might be more significant going on where a mental health day is not the solution. Yeah. This is how we fix the schools. This is it, guys. Washington Post, you guys, you got it. You nailed it. I am now an advocate for school mental health days. How will we ever be expected to defend ourselves when World War III hits? That's all I'm wondering. We don't even force our kids to go to school anymore. What a joke of a country they've made us. All right, I'm done with this. Oh, it happened again, just like last week. The intro didn't play again. Hey, the whole Friday stream is in flux right now. You know, I got a lot of new things I'm working on. Slowly over time, it'll get worked out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this Friday. Hopefully by next week, I'll get everything structured a little bit more and iron out all the kinks, since I'm trying to rework the Friday show. Hopefully it'll all be worked out. It's slowly getting there. Before we go, one last chance to send in some super chats to help support the channel, especially since they, like I said, they don't. I can't post videos anymore. It's just ridiculous. They keep them under review, which means that I can't have ads on. It's a pain in the ass. I've been talking with them about it, and they basically just told me, "Yeah, we don't care." I'm like, "Oh, well, fantastic! Really appreciate that." Oh, nice. I just saw the Discord chat, Majin. Let's go rip up that half pipe. I used to pretend I could skate once, a long time ago. I mean, I could barely actually skate. We used to go and find places around town to go skate, since there really wasn't any skate parks. And so we'd skate, you know, behind Target on their loading docks and stuff like that. Or Staples, you know, Kroger. Until the police came and told us to leave. So we never really had a chance to get good. We actually were better at like bombing hills, because that's what we used to do. Was there was a few neighborhoods around that they had these long hills that you could start at, and you'd go down the entire neighborhood. But you know, as far as actually skating, who knows if we were actually any good. It was fun, though, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. We identified as skaters, so that's really all we needed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a good time. Next week, I'm gonna do it. It's the Friday show is gonna be fully set up next week. I'm calling it now. I've been working on it for 2 weeks. This will be it. Next week, it's going to be perfect. We'll have the Late Night Tonight show. We'll have some cool American history facts. It'll be perfect. I promise. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. I was hoping to have, for tomorrow, some records that I had ordered. They were supposed to be here by now, but they are not here, which is a bummer. I was going to have some new records. I guess there's still a chance, but... Yep, over the legal limit tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. And if you're on Discord, I'm thinking about watching the musical from NoFX tonight. Home Street Home by NoFX. If you haven't seen it, it's fantastic. All right, guys. I'll see you later.